The green magnets that once filled Ryan Pace's depth chart board, his indicators for roster needs, are no longer in abundance. A strong, young core of players is in place. But there still is plenty for Pace and coach Matt Nagy to take care of this offseason, especially with the NFL Scouting Combine officially opening Wednesday in Indianapolis. Here's a look at what's on the Bears' agenda: a kicking competition. Every agent with an available kicker surely will try and chase down the Bears brass in Indianapolis in some capacity. Bears GM Ryan Pace. Getty Images. After Cody Parkey's double doink in the wildcard round loss against the Eagles and his nationally televised interview on NBC's Today, everyone knows the Bears are exploring replacements for him. A reunion. Robbie Gould makes sense, but Gould and the Patriots' Stephen Gostkowski are viewed as franchise tag candidates. Is veteran Matt Bryant, who was cut by the Falcons earlier this month, an option? Pace promised to have a competition at kicker. The Bears already started that process by signing Redford Jones to a futures contract on Jan. 28. The Bears' decision-making starts with figuring out how much salary cap space they're willing to commit to two kickers. Parkey was guaranteed $9 million when he signed his 4-year contract. Some of that will remain on the Bears' books for the 2019 season if they cut him. That said, a win-now window has opened. It's imperative that the Bears find the right kicker right now. LSU's Cole Tracy, Oklahoma's Austin Seibert and Utah's Matt Gary are the kickers participating in the Combine. "We understand we need to get better, get more production out of that position," Pace said on Jan. 14. Matt talks about it all the time. "There's so much parity in our league, so many close games. The kicker position is critical. We know we need to get better there, and it'll be an area of focus." On the back end, in a recent interview with SiriusXM, safety Adrian Amos said that the Bears have been talking back and forth with him and his agent about a new contract. As with all negotiations, there is a debate regarding his value. The Combine, though, should provide some clarity on his market. Amos, a fifth-round selection in 2015, is an example of the dangers of overvaluing ratings and grades from Pro Football Focus, which teams use in various capacities. PFF described Amos as its secret superstar, after he graded out as their third-best safety and best overall Bears player in 2017 season. Amos is a reliable player, but he hasn't consistently proven to be a great playmaker. One prevailing problem with PFF's analysis of Amos is that he had only one interception in 2017. It also was his only one in his first 40 starts, and it came off a tipped pass from former Ravens quarterback Joe Flacco. Amos improved in 2018, making 3 interceptions in 17 games. It included one in the playoffs against the Eagles. He's also only 25, which makes him attractive to other teams. Man in the middle. Retaining nickelback Bryce Callahan is arguably more important than keeping Amos. In today's NFL, it's essential to have a viable slot cornerback. "You have to have it," Nagy said on November 1. "If you don't have a slot nickel, you're in trouble. Gotta have it." That's not meant to discredit Amos's position or value. But Bears did try to replace him as a starter before the 2017 season by signing Quinton Demps. Replacing Amos might be an easier task than replacing Callahan, a favorite of former defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. Callahan made 2 interceptions in each of the past 2 seasons. The Bears already have a potential replacement for Amos on their roster in Deon Bush, a 4th-round pick from 2016 who started in place of an injured Eddie Jackson last season. Still, if the Bears were inclined to pick the more durable player, it would be Amos. Callahan, 27, is yet to play a full season because of different injuries. The Ravens established a new market for nickelbacks on Thursday by signing Tavon Young to a 3-year extension worth a reported $25.8 million. Last year, the Bears used an original round tender on Callahan, who was an undrafted free agent signing in 2015. Afterward, Callahan changed agents, hiring creative artists agencies Todd France, who also represents cornerback Prince Amakamara, linebacker Roquan Smith and outside linebacker Leonard Floyd. In the backfield last year, a report during the Combine stated that the Bears discussed a trade with the Dolphins involving Howard and receiver Jarvis Landry. It wasn't true. But things change. Howard's future certainly looks precarious after he ran for 935 yards in 16 games and averaged only 3.7 yards per carry. Statistically, it was Howard's worst individual season in his 3 years with the Bears, but it was by far the team's best in the same span. Any improvements that Howard made as a pass catcher didn't surface statistically. He made only 20 catches on 26 targets last season after having 23 on 32 in 2017 and 29 on 50 in 2016. Howard is under contract for one more season, but it's apparent that the Bears want to add more firepower around quarterback Mitch Trubisky. That could be another tight end or a larger receiver, but it also could mean more in the backfield. The Bears do have options to consider in the middle rounds of the draft, including Kentucky's Benny Snell, Iowa State's David Montgomery and Stanford's Bryce Love. Money matters. The Bears' decision to release tight end Deion Sims is only the start when it comes to their financial maneuvering, especially with Parkey's future in flux. The Bears don't need to be as aggressive as they've been in the past in free agency. They have a strong core of young players, and nearly all of their starters are signed. But Pace has an aggressive reputation for a reason. He built his team through bold, franchise-altering moves. His approach won't change because he's low on cap space. The Bears also are viewed as destination team after going 12-4 last season. Their arrow is pointing way up. Releasing outside linebacker Sam Acho, restructuring guard Kyle Long's contract or extending linebacker Danny Trevathan's deal are a few of the many options that Pace has if he wants to create more cap room. After re-signing right tackle Bobby Massey, the Bears also have a long-term deal with center Cody Whitehair to work out.